This is RG Reviews, and today for you guys, I've got another Minifigure Monday. This is number 28, and we're taking a look at the Star Wars character Sebulba. So let's go ahead and start off with this minifigure here from 2011 and 2012 is the version. So I got this one out of the Planet set thing. Actually, my brother got it for me for Christmas. So yeah, really detailed, and it looks awesome. I mean, the gray is pretty simple, but it's just his uniform and his skin, lightly colored with purple, showing off his Doug. Doug. Yeah, that's his species, Doug. But the back's pretty simple. His legs move in this one. His original one is all just one solid mold that can't move. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Rotates up and down. He's got a wrench here, and I'm just going to take that off so that everyone can just see the character as he is. And he's got his little pilot goggles on. That'd be cool if they were brown or something, but, you know, expenses for printing and whatnot. So the very first Sebulba minifigure came out in 1999 in set number 7171, the Most Espa Pod Racer. And it was like this, except his feet were together, and he couldn't move at all. And it was all gray. It was just one piece. It was basically like a brick. So, yeah, pretty simple. Not as much detail as this guy right here. But he hasn't seen a re-release for like 12 years until 2011 when he was redesigned like this, and that was when they episode 1 came out in 3D, and that was set number 7962, Anakin and Sebulba's Pod Racers. So they rebuilt the Pod Racers and added a couple new figures, so that's really cool. He was one of them. And I got him, this is the same one from that set, in 2012 from set number 9675, Sebulba's Pod Racer in Tatooine. So it's basically one of those micro sets with a little planet on the side there. And Sebulba's also featured in the LEGO universe in LEGO Star Wars the video game and LEGO Star Wars the complete saga, but he's not a playable character, sadly. He was only in the cutscenes, so he's just like snarking at Anakin Skywalker, the young one, just boasting how good he is at pod racing, but he actually loses. Spoiler alert. So yeah, film-wise, he didn't have much screen time. He was in episode 1. His species is Doug from Malastare, so you can check out that planet in the Clone Wars, season 2, I believe. He's obviously a pod racer. He was actually a slave and helped free himself from being such a because he's such a skilled pilot, and he's actually arboreal, and that means he can use all 4 of his limbs equally. That's why he walks on his hands, and he can walk with his feet and use his hands, so he can use all of them. So that's helpful for when he's driving, because he can like pilot with his hands, and then with his feet he can like hit switches and stuff. So that's very convenient. He has Twi'lek slaves, you know, like Orison. Her sort of long locks. He has slaves like that, 2 of them to be exact, and I'm not sure what he does with them, but you can decide what he does. And he has a hatred of Jar Jar, of course. Jar Jar tried to grab like that chicken-looking thing, and it flung and hit Sebulba right in the face. So yeah, like everyone else, he has a hatred of Jar Jar. Not very. That's not too much of a surprise, and he always tries to look the best. That's why he's got like these lanyards going on. He's got his racing cap, and he's pretty prim, pretty prime. He's ready to go race. So yeah, other than that, he actually is pretty rich. Had a son that would race. He actually bought Anakin's pod racer after he lost to Anakin in the Bunta Eve Classic. So yeah, that's interesting. And he also had his orange pod racer rebuilt, sort of like a new version afterwards, later on when he started the pod race. So yeah, other than that, he kind of retired rich and lived on. So yeah, this is the minifigure, really cool. Just the legs are movable. He can't really move his one hand. That's supposed to be 2 feet there. So yeah, other than that, very cool minifigure. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day. Don't forget to subscribe.